there, I'm Lindsay Bagent, founder of Party Plan Revolution and host of Party Plan TV, the place to be for fresh new ideas to create a profitable party plan business you love. Today we're having a look at the topic of overcoming the fear of the phone, and more specifically, does the fear of the phone actually exist, or is it possible that in the party plan industry we've created a big story around it, given it a ton of energy, and now all of a sudden it seems to be the thing that so many people have? So to really get some clarity around this whole idea of the fear of the phone, I did a little bit of a Google search to see if such a thing actually exists, and it does. Fear of the phone is known as phone phobia. Now, what I found interesting is it presents in a number of different ways, with two very important factors coming forward, and that is people with true phone phobia not only have a challenge making calls, and by the way, the calls aren't just to certain people, they're usually across the board, and they also have a challenge with receiving telephone calls. Now, last time I was in a party plan conference, I noticed that there were tons of people on the telephone, and so I kind of really began to question whether this fear of the phone actually exists or whether there's something a little different at play here. To explore that a little bit today, I wanted to give you a scenario. I want you to imagine for a moment that I was to give you a list of 10 people's names and contact emails. And I was able to give you a 100% guarantee that if you chose to make those telephone calls, 3 people would jump at the chance to book a party with you and would give you a date immediately. 2 people would say, I don't know that I'm ready to have one just now, but call me back in a couple of weeks. 2 people would love to buy some additional product from you, so you got 2 product orders. 2 people said, get out of here, I don't want to hear from you again. And 1 person said, I kind of think I might like to learn a little bit more about what you do and was interested in your business opportunity. If you've previously told yourself that you are fearful of the phone, yet I was able to give you a list of those 10 people and guaranteed results, would you pick up the phone? Over the years, I've shared that scenario with thousands of party planners, and for the most part, people have said, of course I'd make the calls. Who wouldn't want those bookings and sales and an opportunity to grow my team? So if it's not fear of the phone, what is it that people are fearful of? Well, after a lot of thinking about it, what I've come to realize is that it's the fear of uncertainty that causes people to feel stuck. Really we are pretty much creatures of habit. We like to know that if we do something, we'll get a particular outcome. And if we think about what happens when we make those telephone calls, there is absolutely zero certainty. I mean, even if you have the most well-created script, you have no idea as to how someone's going to respond on the other end of the phone. And frankly, for many people, that can be a little bit scary. So I'm curious, does that sound a little bit like you? If I was to give you that list, would you make the calls, even though you may have previously told yourself that you are fearful of the phone? Is it possible that it's not really the phone at all that you're fearful of, but rather the fear of uncertainty? If that sounds a little bit like you, then perhaps today may be a great time to start conditioning yourself to embrace uncertainty. There are so many simple ways that you can do this. If you find yourself going to a regular restaurant every Thursday night for dinner, choose a different restaurant and go on a different night. If you always shop at a particular supermarket for your groceries every week, try a new one. Who knows? There may be better specials, better parking, and better service. The more we can choose to do things differently and really step away from our habitual behaviour, the more you'll be able to embrace uncertainty. So I'm curious, does that sound like a fit for you? Is it possible that that for some time now you've been telling yourself that you're fearful of the phone, when in reality your fear has been more about stepping out into the unknown. I'd love to hear from you if that sounded like a bit of a fit for you today, and what it is that you're going to do to embrace more uncertainty in your life. Directly below this video, there's a space to share your comments. Remember, when we do so with respect and love, not only does it help you to grow, but it really provides strategies for success for others along the way as well. If you've found what I've shared in this episode of Party Plan TV of value, please pay it forward to your team members and friends in Party Plan and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, pop on over to Party Plan Revolution. You'll find some other episodes of Party Plan TV over there. That's where we chit-chat backwards and forwards a little more, and where you'll find some really cool resources for you to grow your business as well. Today, it's been a pleasure connecting with you. I look forward to catching up with you again on the next episode of Party Plan TV. Until then, happy partying.